guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make albondigas de res. It's a meatball soup. This is perfect when it's chilly weather, when you're getting sick. So go ahead and stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you guys how. Okay, so to get started, here I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And for my veggies, I already washed and cut my veggies up to my liking. So you could go ahead and cut whichever you prefer. And also, I'm using a smaller amount just because I do have picky eaters at home. I'm using 2 small potatoes, and I do have 1 small carrot and 1 small Mexican squash. You could use any type of squash you like or any other veggies you prefer. And also, you could always add more if your family likes more veggies. And for other ingredients, I'm going to be using 2 tomatoes. That's going to be for the sauce that we are going to blend with 1 piece of garlic. And for our mixture with the ground beef, we are going to add 1 egg, and we are also going to be adding rice. That's about 1 cup of rice that we're going to be adding into our mixture, as well with oregano, black pepper, salt, garlic salt. And for the last ingredient, we'll be using consomé de pollo, and that's going to be about 1 tablespoon, and we're going to be adding that into our pot. I already went ahead and added my ground beef. Next, I'm going to be adding my rice, and first I'm going to start off adding half of the rice. I will be adding the rest of the rice later. Now I'm going to be adding my egg into the mixture as well, and I'm going to start off adding the rest of the seasonings. I didn't measure each seasoning. You will add to your liking. I'm going to start off very little, starting with the oregano and some garlic salt. It's just to your tasting, to your preference. And I'm adding some black pepper as well, and then I'm gonna add some salt. So for your seasoning, you want to add pretty much like if you're seasoning any other type of meat, just because we do have a lot of stuff going on into our mixture, and we are going to be forming them into balls, meatballs. So you want to make sure that all the seasoning, the salt, the pepper, the garlic salt, everything mixes up together. So after that, after you're done seasoning, you're gonna begin mixing it together. And if it still seems a little wet from the egg, just keep mixing it, and in the end, we'll add the rest of the rice. Okay, so once you mix it around, you'll see if it needs anything else. Like for me, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the rice. The rice is just gonna help it stick it together, kind of like flour. And I feel like it's gonna need a little bit more salt, so I'm adding more salt, and I'm gonna add another, I'd say like teaspoon of oregano, very little. Now that everything is already in the mixture, we're just gonna make sure everything is fully combined so we could go ahead and start beginning to make the meatballs. This is a very easy step as well. You just grab some of the ground beef, and then you're just gonna start rolling it. Just make sure they are all about the same size, so when you put them into the pot, they all cook evenly at the same time. And a tip I like to do, if it gets stuck in your hands, grab a little bowl with cold water, and then you just dip your hand in there, and then just keep grabbing and keep rolling. It's that easy and simple. So just form them up to the same size, and then we will be ready for the next step to adding them into the pot. Okay, our meatballs are done. Now I'm going to begin adding my 2 tomatoes and my garlic, and I'm going to add half of a cup of water into my mixture, and I'm going to add some salt, and then I'm going to begin blending so we could go ahead and put it into our pot. Okay, so in my pot, I added water you want to add it about halfway, and now you're going to begin adding your tomato sauce as well. Okay, so now I'm going to begin adding 1 tablespoon of consomé de pollo, the chicken bouillon, and we are just going to let it come to a full boil so we could go ahead and begin adding our meatballs. So just mix it around and then just let it come to a complete full boil. Okay, so my pot already came to a complete full boil. Now I'm going to begin adding my meatballs, and we're going to let our meatballs cook for about 25 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and lower it to low heat as well. And you want to go ahead and season it with salt, lightly seasoning, because we will be adding salt later on. So just keep it on low heat, and then we will add our vegetables within 25 minutes. 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my carrots first because it is the longest it takes to cook. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. I already went ahead and added my potatoes. Now I'm gonna let it cook for 5 minutes and then I'll begin adding my squash. Okay, so after 5 minutes, since the squash is the fastest to cook, I'm gonna add all of my squash and I'm gonna go ahead and let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes and then it should be ready. And now it's already boiling. Now I'm gonna check on my albondigas, and as you could see, if your potatoes and your carrots are soft, then the meat is done. Also, if the rice in the meatball is nice and soft, then it's ready to serve. And there you have it, guys. This was your recipe for the albondigas. It was so easy and simple to make. This is a great comfort food, especially when you're sick. All these vegetables, it's so healthy. So go ahead and give it a try. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and give it a
like
and hit that subscribe button. See you on my next video.